All right, welcome back, YouTube, to A Programmer Plays Ender Lilies. Ender Lilies. What did I say? In our previous episode, we got the ability to swim, and now we're in the catacombs, and they are, oof, it's rough. It's rough in here, fam. Um, yeah, that's kind of the long and the short of it. We have gotten a fair number of uh, stagnant blights in this process and furious blights, which is nice. But I'm kind of saving up so that I can upgrade my big guy. Jarod's really carrying this playthrough so far. So we're going to continue on with that. We escaped from the rain, yet still we failed. Is this related to Afterimage? It is not, but I can totally see where the connection is coming from. I actually made a very similar connection myself. Last episode, maybe the episode before. There's like, if you're an Afterimage fan, this is a game that you will probably dig because there's a lot of similarities. I do want to try and bust open that lower passage, so hey, level up, nice. Can I? Yes. Oh, I was wrong. Misjudged where the ledge was. Is it here? I misjudged again? Nope. I was dead on the money. Ooh. That's a lot of skulls. That's a lot of skulls. What the f... Okay, I see. There we go. Whew. Rid of that immediately. Need to be thinking about these parries, and I'm not, and that is gonna bite me in the ass. Oh shit, a boss fight? I am unprepared for a boss fight. Oh. All right, noted. We'll go in there and we'll be better prepared. Can I do anything to enhance my stuff as it stands? So we're way short on this one. You, though, are actually proving to be pretty useful. So, you know what? We will go ahead and spend that money. We'll get you up to level 3. And we're gonna switch around our spirits a little bit. Are you aquatic? No. Let's find a different one to put on just for aquatic sake. Sure. Alright, cool. Okay, level up. Interesting. For the priestess to be the last thing I see, I'm truly blessed. I think our hair just got a little darker again. Spirit Elder Crypt Keeper fires arcane projectiles that damage and trap enemies for a short time. After a lifetime spent guarding the catacombs, the Elder Crypt Keeper had earned eternal rest. His dying wish was to be interred under the watchful eye of his son, the apprentice. Alright. Alright, some of that feels like bullshit. Their thingies are lasting longer than I expect. But hey, we found this. I'll take it. Like this, not one bit, no sir. There we go. Again with the lanterns. Oh. Well, this feels a little bit like a boss fight as well. Okay, no, never mind. It's a rest point. Fantastic. Alright, let's see. You. I mean, I honestly don't. I could definitely see how trapping an enemy could be something that, like, you combo together and ends up being, like, really good. But I think for now, we'll leave it. Read this lore. Defense of the Twin Spires, 2. After a long, grueling battle, the White Priestess of the Fount was finally able to purify the blighted invaders. From that time on, few interlopers from the blighted lands were ever sighted. Peace had returned to Land's End. The power of the White Priestess of the Wind allowed the Twin Spires to be built, standing as symbols of the realm's defense. The Priestess of the Fount fought to defend them. Okay. Send me on up. Alright, we did a bad job there, but it's fine. Yeah, okay. Oh, that was not what I meant to use. I meant to use you. We don't truck with scary nuns. Relic. Kiltias's ring slightly reduces cooldown times. Kiltias, priestess of guidance and inheritor of souls, unearthed from the blighted muck. This ring predates the founding of Land's End. I love little details like that. This predates the entire kingdom that you're in. Just, cool. And in that, we can infer some interesting stuff about, like, the languages in this game, right? This appears to have been the White Priestess's room. It seems she was an avid artist. Because, like, for there to be an engraving on the ring and that is still legible to us, that means that the language has been the same since before the kingdom was founded. Which, obviously, to us nowadays, we're like, yeah, sure. America, the language, it predates our country, but that's not always true for countries. Sometimes language has changed so much within its own lifespan that stuff that predates it is different. Look at England. So, yeah. Freshest Memoirs 2. Performing the purification brings joy back to the people. I must continue, if only to be of that small service. I thought I was useless, but they need me as long as I'm the White Priestess. Interesting. The minimap has not switched over to indicate that we are done. But there is more to be found in here. Maybe up this elevator? I assumed this elevator would take me to a new room, but obviously no. Oh, double kill. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's fine. Hey, level up. Precious Memoirs 1. I can't believe she vanished the day I was born. No one even told me why. They said that she cut a frail frame, but I knew what was truly to blame. Absorbing the blight at that rate? I wonder if I'll end up the same way. How did my mother live as a White Priestess? How can I live as one? Alright, and that completes this room, so nice. I've gotta get this parry thing down, because it is definitely gonna be important later. There's no way that it's not like a critical thing. I mean, there's actually good odds that it is totally optional, that you can make it through this game without it, no problem, but parries in games usually are OP. What's up, Spud? How's it going? Okay, so this is... I believe this is the one that I went up earlier. Is there... There totally is, but I can't make that jump. Does mean that we're going back up here, still in pretty rough shape. So I see this like mini platforming sequence thing that they want me to do. I guess I'll do it. Well, that's embarrassing. Oh no. Alright, we should equip that new relic. I'll take some reduced cooldown times, and we finally actually have used up all our slots for the first time in the game. Must have stolen the pianist from Cessna. Yep. I am pretty amused seeing the parallels between this game and Cessna. It feels like there are some. Not like a crazy number, but they're not zero. Alright, close. So close to being able to upgrade this. Is nice. I forgot that there was a bench down here, if I'm being honest. So I was quite disoriented for a second there. Hey, level up. Oh, I legitimately didn't even see him. Not an excuse, like I just didn't see him. Could never get the hang of Hammer Bro. Thus far, I feel like I'm having better luck with him than the normal guy. I think because of the occasional stun that he gets kind of for free. I mean, it's not occasional. It's very predictable, but like, I don't know. For me, it's actually working, which is a little bit of a surprise because Bunga Bunga is not usually my style in more Souls-y kind of games. We do have to redo this little combat gauntlet of sorts, which is unfortunate. That was entirely the wrong time. There we go. That was actually not nearly as bad as it was the first time around. Ooh, boy, we took so much damage for misjudging that. Wow, I just stood there and face tanked even more damage, like a very smart guy. Whatever this is, it better be amazing. 5 HP. I am not terribly amazed. Ooh, another save. Gosh, that would have been fantastic to have gotten earlier. The next White Priestess. Lady Fresha, the third White Priestess, will take up the mantle in the name of the Eastern Spring. Silva will make a wonderful guardian, but the pressure of taking on the role of priestess at such a tender age will be immeasurable. It might be better for her to stay in the catacombs or her hometown by the cliffs than spend her days in the castle. The White Priestess of the Wind wishes for us to assist the young lady in any way we can. I mean, we're definitely getting a little bit of a picture that this is maybe like a matrilineal aspect to be the priestess and absorb the blight, suggesting that it's, something that is passed down through blood, which I guess would sort of make sense. The fact that that room didn't complete, actually, hold on. I see. I no longer have questions. Yeah, he does. Big guy does, like, absolutely chunk the stagger gauge. A lot just happened there. Also, man, that reach is real nice. Get out of here, but do not venture deeper underground. I'm afraid that I must, my friend. Feels a little bit boss room-y. so we can drop down here. Oh, it's water. I, for some reason, did not register that it's water. I'm glad to see that at least it's not just me that's getting occasionally fucked over by the physics in the water. The underwater enemies also sometimes have a rough time, like clipping on edges and stuff. Alright, let's see what else we... Oh, hello, sir. I was looking for treats, but I don't think there are any. Oh, that's the parry that I've yet to successfully pull off. Defense of the Twin Spires 1. A plague wind blew in from the far east, and with it, a swarm of blighted abominations. The vile creatures followed their lord, the Crimson Blight. They were the hatred of the ancients made manifest, warped into wicked, nightmarish form. Awaiting their arrival at the Twin Spires were the White Priestess of the Fount and the brave knights who would face this new threat to Land's End. Even after being cut down time and again, the knights returned to the fray. Okay, does that suggest that we were doing necromancy on the knights, or am I, like, reading too much into this? Because to my mind, that sure sounds like, hey, the knights kept coming back even after they were cut down, meaning that they died, and we... Nope, your service is still required. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong in that read. Oh, this one's gonna be a pain, isn't it? Boy, once you animation lock yourself, you are potentially in for a very bad time. Side, at least we're close to next level. Right, so that does not help me at all. Yep, and here's another lantern. So once we get that ability, whatever it is, that'll be huge for us. So many shortcuts. Up. Alright, send me on down, Chief. Hey, save station. The sunken cathedral. Maybe the White Priestess and her guardian were here. Maybe. Who knows? Oh wait, we probably have enough. I'm certain we have enough. Hell yeah. 101. Crow. Silva's Note 1. The knights and soldiers of the Twin Spires haunt me, rising to their feet after being cut down, undaunted in the face of the blight, acting much like those afflicted by the same. Should I have asked the White Priestess more questions? Now there are so many left unanswered. I long feared the priestess and I were the lone souls in the spires spared by the blight. I'm sorry, Sigrid. I became a guardian to protect you, but it turns out I'm unworthy of the role. So this is reinforcing my impression there of rising to their feet after being cut down. Yeah, I think we're dealing in full out necromancy here. Whoa. Down we go. Ooh, what are you? Lore. Silva's Note 2. I've never laid eyes on anything more terrifying than the Blighted Lord. A fearful tremble in my legs was all I managed. I failed the priestess as guardian. I only realized after the ritual had ended that I should have prevented the creature's purification at all costs. Despite her resistance, so acute was the blight that it took hold over the White Priestess's faculties. Almost said facilities, and I really had to fight myself not to. What was that? Thought I saw like some red drip down here. Probably an enemy projectile. I almost didn't see this waterfall here, which would have been a embarrassing oversight. Thought I had enough time. I was wrong. HP +5, I'll take it. Animation locked myself there. Ugh. We're dying a lot in this episode. Oh dear. This is not where I went before. That is okay. Oh! Mistakes were made. There we go. I'll take that. Alright, so that didn't work on projectiles. Or I timed it poorly. Both seem likely. The heirloom of Land's End. The guardian heirloom of the White Priestesses is said to house a warding power that protects one from enemies and the suffering caused by purifying the blight. It is unknown who created it or by what means, only that it somehow came into the possession of the first White Priestess long ago. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and heal. The range on that feels weird. Fully expected there to be a kind of out of the way little secret tucked over there, you know? Man, if you were playing a randomizer of this game and you didn't get double jump almost immediately, it does seem like you would be screwed. Precious Memories 3, or Memoirs, sorry. The nightmare at the Twin Spires is finally over. I've never seen so much death, never had to purify so many. Unspeakable sights. I can't. Can anyone fathom the pain I bear? Lately, numbness infiltrates my body, a kind of unfeeling unrelated to the pains of the blight. Were it to reach my right hand, how could I draw him the picture I promised? Going to a new region? Wasn't expecting that. I feel like I might have, like, circumvented a boss? Okay, there we go. Grab those. Alright, maybe... Nope. Yeah, we're not supposed to be here. Noted. That is a-okay with me. I appreciate that there's this little bit of, like, transitional art between the two zones. Alright, can't make that jump, so I guess, yeah, we're going back down. Send me back in, Chief. Ooh. Yeah, I'll happily take that. So I am very curious how we've managed to not find everything in here. I feel like we've been decently thorough. Might be one of those things that is like super obvious later. Find out. I was halfway expecting it to be some sort of horrible, like, bug creature. Oh. Alright, well, that kinda didn't work out for us, but we did at least find it. Really? Oof. Alright, that's actually fine, because it's just a quick loop around to get to him. We're practically on top of him. Alright, we did a very bad job there of blocking and everything else. Coming back, or are you staying down there? No. Alright, well, that's fine. Alright, well, Archer was actually surprisingly easy once I got here. Why? Even after all those times I told you to look after yourself first. Fallen Archer releases a fan-shaped volley of arrows skyward to attack airborne enemies. The kingdom's greatest archer became a sinner to save his guardian sister. All sinners became immortal knights and were charged with defending the bastion. Ooh, interesting terminology choices here. Sinner. So does that mean that this was some form of, like, the implication of sinner suggesting to me that maybe this was a, like, unitive thing? Like, oh, well, you're a sinner, so you gotta serve the kingdom for your entire undeath. Who knows? Whoa, whoa! Could it be the White Priestess escaped and found refuge somewhere? Rare Restoration Plus, a fleeting wish left behind by a White Priestess at the moment of her death. I was not expecting to just find another little me hanging out there in the corner. Oh, 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 oh. Shit. Oh, you lose health so quickly when you fuck that up. Shit. That's gonna kill me, yeah. Losing 10 health like multiple times a second is just brutal. Alright. Spirits. Have a new spirit. Archer. 16 uses, cooldown of 3.5. You know what? Let's put you onto here. Actually, are you... You are not aquatic. We'll put you on anyways. Just to... so we can see. So interesting the way that we're getting ones at level 2. Like, we've almost... I imagine we're done getting level 1 spirits. And I would assume that's because the game... You know, they don't want the player to pick them up and be like, well, I don't want to invest all this into them and then not use them. Oh. That is not at all what I expected. Hey, level up, level 36. Ooh, baby. Actually gonna leave these pots alone. Shit. I need to get in there and then get past him. Like, him being able to knock me out and into that water kills me just too fast for me to be able to tolerate. But those enemies are a substantial amount of MP. Yeah, the spicy Kool-Aid is brutal. Oh, somehow didn't expect you there, even though you've been there. Ah, fuck. All right. Whew. Now let's pick up this. Sure, relic slot. I'll take it. And that completes this room. Alright. Alright, we don't have a way of getting up there, because I wasn't sure if I could, like, do something with that, but it looks like no. Alright, so, that's all we can do in this room for now. Excuse me. Sit on a bench so as to replenish our heals. We can't go this way yet. Right, yeah. We gotta go down. Let's actually try going to the right now. We went to the left before, and it honestly didn't work out great for us. We died. Not great for us. Alright, I'll take that. Furious Blight. Sure. I'll take an enemy that doesn't know how to attack me. Sure. Need some kind of additional mobility to get that way. That's fine. We're not surprised by that. Huh. Real close to level 37, which will be nice, I guess, probably. I don't know. I like that the water kills those bugs. That is good for me. Devotees forced to kill each other. Cruelty knows no bounds. Can't kill that guy, so... Exactly the same mistake the last time I saw that enemy. I'm curious. Okay, yeah, this spot stays revealed. Hey, level up. Cool. Alright. Over here. Ah, mutual hit? That feels like some bullshit. Right, we've switched something, presumably that underwater door. Another mutual hit. I'm just not fast enough with that attack to be doing that. Is the door like a one-way? Yeah, here we go. Let's pop this open, and then we can read this. Precious Memoirs 4. Always talking about a successor. Within earshot, no less. Have I outlived my usefulness? Talks of royal blood, of succession. I don't understand. I have no desire of birthing a child. Alright, royal blood. Our theory about that seeming more and more likely. I didn't have the royal bit, but like blood magic, bloodlines. Here that really shouldn't. Alright, what's up here? Oh, not a dead end, which is what I was expecting. Let that dissipate. Cool, there we go. Now we should be able to, very good. I'll happily take plus 5 HP, thank you. pathfinding can't figure out where I am or can't resolve its own route to me when I'm there. So that's why it just like stops. Oop. Got a little too close. Fine. Hey, nice, another level up. There's something over there. And also, I'm just now noticing I can look left and right with the C-stick. Hooray! Oh, I thought that was gonna be one. I don't know why I tried to do that. Sure. It's all the items in this room, so that's something. It wasn't there. Ooh. Looks like a training area, perhaps one used by her guardian. Training area. Alright, you know what? Let's actually, even though we're not at a save point, let's cut the episode here, because I don't know how long this training area might take me. We are a little bit of ways from a save point. I mean, not really, we're only one room away, but still, I think we will end it here for this episode. YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, bye.